Getting involved in 4-H or FFA at any age is an intimidating task because the industry is so competitive as a whole. Kids look to their parents, ag teachers, and county agents for guidance on how to raise their animal, where to get one, what breed to show, where to show it. And it is vital to remember that everybody has to start somewhere and that a little research can go a long way. So what I'm going to do today is try to make you feel a little more comfortable as a beginner showman with how to raise your animal and what all you need to know. First, you're going to need to decide where to house your animal. Whether it be at your home or at a school-provided facility, you'll need to house your animal on either hard-packed dirt or concrete in a barn. So once you've decided if it's going to be on dirt or concrete, you'll need to layer that concrete or dirt with about 3 inches of either sand or shavings to protect the pig's joints as it grows. It'll need to be on dry, level ground, and the pen will need to be about 40 to 60 square feet per animal housed in the pen. It'll need a covered area for it to protect itself from the elements, sunburn, and climate changes. The pig should be housed in a safe area where it is able to live comfortably with access to its basic necessities. Once you have figured out where to house your pig, you will need to choose a breed based on the show that you will be attending. It will need to be about 6 to 7 months of age on show day, so you should need to plan accordingly when purchasing your animal. Pigs are always shown by weight, so no matter what show you go to, each class will be broken down within about 10 pounds of each other. Smaller shows usually show all breeds together in one show. Larger shows will show in divisions by breed that are further broken down into weight classes. So if you go to a major show like Houston, San Antonio, or the State Fair, you have a better chance of winning with a purebred animal because the classes will be smaller. But if you're going to a county show, you're almost always going to have a better chance of winning with a crossbred animal. It's very important that you go online and research your judge. Any show that you go to will have a website, and you're going to want to go to that website and figure out who your judge is, and then Google them. Look on any kind of show pig website. The State Fair of Texas has already posted their 2017 judges for this year. And the Junior Market Bureau judge, James Backman, was asked in an interview that was posted online what he looks for. And he said that he pretty much looks for the wow factor. And he said that every once in a while you run into a hog that typically demands the banner. They're typically cocky-headed, wide-built, and wide-legged. When selecting an animal, you have to think from a production standpoint and ask yourself where the cuts of meat come from. Once you have selected an animal, you will have to care for it according to its basic needs and desired future condition. So if you want your animal to add more muscle or more fat, then you need to feed it accordingly. Most pigs, when you get them, will start out on a high-protein feed, between 16 and 20%. And as they get bigger, the amount of protein that you feed will decrease, and the amount of fat you feed will increase. Most pigs can sustain themselves on a self-feeder up until about 100 pounds. So after that, you're going to want to tweak the animal to its desired show day look. So after 100 pounds, I wouldn't recommend feeding on a self-feeder. At this point, it should be fed twice a day, a single ration. One of the most important things that you need to do for your pig is to provide it with clean water. And make sure that its pen is free of pests or bugs that can give it bites and rashes, and you can use supplements to either increase your animal's muscle or fat when feed by itself. You'll need to weigh at least once a week to establish a rate of gain. And depending on how far out your show is and how much weight that your animal needs to gain, weighing it once a week will give you a pretty accurate rate of gain to where you can decide how much to feed it. At times, you will feel like your animal is cared for better than you care for yourself. It gets fed before you do, its house gets cleaned before yours does, and you spend a lot more time tending to it than you do on yourself. But that's just part of the job. Time spent at the barn will increase as you go on, and by the end, you won't want to leave. Feeding and cleaning is not all that is on the agenda. You will also have to train your animal. You're going to want to start gradually with like 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, and build up to about 30 minutes to an hour. You'll start by getting your pig used to you, sitting in its pen, scratching it, getting it to lay down, getting it used to your presence. Then you'll start whip training when you feel comfortable and you feel that the animal is no longer skittish. A pig can be exercised in an arena or around your house. It really doesn't matter. Keeping a close eye on your project is critical to your success as a showman, and continued practice is the only way to improve. Time will go by fast, and before you know it, show day has arrived. According to Dr. William G. Luce, on show day, you must do these 3 things. You must check with show officials for your pen assignments, you must put bedding down in your pen, and follow instructions on weighing and ear tagging. My show day checklist includes making sure that the pig is comfortable with the climate. So if it's really hot outside, you want to provide a fan. If it's really cold, you want to provide shavings for your pig to burrow in. You will need to monitor feed intake and water intake so that your pig is not drawn or too full on show day. You'll need to keep your pig clean with a small towel and a spray bottle, and you'll need to exercise your pig about 5 minutes every couple of hours. The most important thing is to stay calm. Show day is a stressful time, and there's many things to do. But the most important thing to do is to make memories and learn as much as you can. Focus and persistence goes a long way, and with the judge on your side, you might even leave with a banner or a buckle, which is always nice. Pigs and people come in all different shapes, sizes, and personalities, and when you leave the ring, you will have seen them all. Showing is hard work, and if you have made it this far, you've already won.